book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 12. Yahweh shall speaking, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem HaShah, Baharakakadash, the honors of the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, Shalom to the hopeful elect, the seeking to be the elect of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen, some looking like the heathen. We get the 144,000, preachers, teachers, and prophets. Shalom. Yeah, and as we read in Matthew 24, the love of many waxing cold, and he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved, which is to my Israelites, the elect. And salvation is only for Israel. I'm going to show you how tough and how hard and how brutal it's going to be in these end times. All right? So the love of many waxing cold, people's mindset is going to change because of the hardships and the lack of resources. Okay? And everything that they once had is going to be gone. The access, the availability, just you name it. The comfortability, the knowing, them knowing what they were, just the fact of knowing what they're going to have and things of that nature, what they're accustomed to, is going to be gone. It's going to be a memory, all right? Thing in the past. Now, you get second Ezra 16 and 40. I'm sorry, not 40. 45. Because remember, the love of many gonna wax cold, right? It says, and therefore they that labor in vain. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children captives, for in captivity and famine shall they get children. So you see, what people work for, people are going to steal it. Okay? What you have, people are going to steal it. Okay? People can tear your houses up, man, break into your houses, take the goods. They're going to take your children. They're going to take your wives. They're going to take you men, your boys. They're going to be trading them for goods. They're going to be raping them, getting them pregnant. And all this can be during the time of famine. So you see what's going to be going on, that barter and trade system, man. All right, so people now, people are going to become very psychotic. That's why it says the love of many shall wax cold, so it ain't going to be no love out here in the streets, man. No empathy, no sympathy. No love for no family members, no none of that. No friends. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sins, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. Yeah, because people during these times are still going to try to be racking up and stacking up, stealing, and however you want to look at it. Because they're most definitely not going to be borrowing. And say, hey, I'm going to take all your shit and take the stuff from the stores, and when they so-called open things back up, or they expect things to open back up, they can say, okay, I'm going to pay you back now. No, man. This is a time of judgment. Yahweh Shema Shah going to jack these niggas up for robbing, stealing, and killing, man. For that love of many wax and cold. Okay? So their actions are going to get them judged. Now, I got this video right here. I'm going to hold this Micah 7. This is one of my favorite chapters. It says 7 people who will hunt preppers after collapse. Okay? The Golden Horde. Okay? This is the YouTube channel Fallout Warden. I'll put the link in the description box so you can watch this entire video. Alright? 7 people who will hunt preppers after collapse. Right now, it's a dope video, man. I watched the whole thing. They're doing 19 minutes. They're doing fire, man. Hey, it puts you in the mindset of what's really going to happen. Now, in the video, they're going to get into how you maneuver and how you make yourself look like you look like everybody else, and how the outside of your houses looking like you in a ran down neighborhood and stuff like that. I mean, all that's cool and all, but if you don't have your house by Shema Shah, you through. And you got to be an Israelite to have your house by Shema Shah. Not according to skin color, but sea line. Alright, I'm going to play a little bit of this video But I'm gonna read Micah, cause this is the time we about to approach. Or should I say the time? This is the time that's fast approaching. Micah 7:1 NLT. How miserable I am! I feel like the fruit picker that after the harvest, who can find nothing to eat? Not a cluster of grapes or a single early fig can be found to satisfy my hunger. It says, hey, going into the shortness of righteousness, all right, the land burning of faith, okay, because it's gonna be lawless out here. The elect will be scattered. It's not gonna be any righteousness out here. The godly people have all disappeared. Not one honest person is left on the earth. They are all murderers, setting traps even for their own brothers. Both their hands are equally skilled at doing evil. Officials and judges alike demand bribes. The people with influence get what they want, and together they scheme to twist justice. Even the best of them is like a briar. The most honest is as dangerous as a hedge of thorns, but your judgment day is coming swiftly now. Your time of punishment is here, a time of confusion. Don't trust anyone, not your best friend or even your wife. For the son despises his father, the daughter defies her mother, the daughter-in-law defies her mother-in-law. Your enemies are right in your own. I'm sorry. Your enemies are right in your own household. You see that? So let's play this video. I'm gonna play maybe let me see 3 minutes of it. I'll put the link in the description box. You want to watch the entire joint. But hey, this joint heat right here. I like this joint. Check this out.
The disaster will not kill you. The hurricane, the cyber attack, the financial collapse, the electromagnetic pulse, these are just the starting guns. They are the mechanisms that simply turn off the lights. What will actually kill you, what will actually breach your doors and threaten your family, is the math of human starvation. According to crisis behavior analysts and historical data from every modern societal collapse, the desperate masses do not just wander aimlessly when the food runs out. They do not behave like the mindless zombies you see in Hollywood movies. They behave like water. They flow down the paths of least resistance. They organize into highly predictable, deeply terrifying predatory structures, and they follow a biological timeline that is mathematically guaranteed to bring them directly to your front door. In the survival community, this phenomenon is known as the Golden Horde. If you do not understand the anatomy of a starving mob, if you do not understand the exact psychological triggers that turn your friendly neighbors into apex predators, all of your stockpiled food and tactical gear will simply belong to whoever murders you for it. I'm going to tell you something that most people are not ready to hear, and I need you to listen very carefully. Civilization is a luxury of a functioning supply chain. We are exactly 9 missed meals away from total unadulterated anarchy. By the end of this presentation, you will know the exact day-by-day timeline of how a modern city devours itself. You will learn how to identify the 7 types of survivors who will actively hunt you. And most importantly, you will understand the one psychological shift you must make tonight to become completely invisible to the horde. Let us start with the timeline of the collapse. You must understand the physics of the swarm before you can evade it. Phase 1 is the local swarm. This occurs between hour 0 and hour 72. When the grid goes down, or the banks freeze, the immediate reaction of the general public is not violence. It is confusion, heavily layered with normalcy bias. People will assume the government is fixing the problem. They will wait for instructions. But by hour 12, the realization sets in. The grocery store locusts emerge. Have you ever been inside a major supermarket the evening before a predicted blizzard? The panic is palpable. The shelves of bread, milk, and water are stripped bare in hours. Now, multiply that panic by 10,000 and remove the guarantee that the sun will come out and melt the snow on Monday. In the first 48 hours of a true collapse, the unprepared masses will strip their immediate environment down to the concrete. Every grocery store, every pharmacy, every convenience store, and every gas station within a 10-mile radius of a population center will be looted. The violence in Phase 1 is mostly localized and chaotic. It is people fighting over the last case of bottled water. It is opportunistic theft. But here is where everything changes. By day 3, the local resources are entirely depleted. The stores are empty, burning, or barricaded. The food in the average American refrigerator has spoiled. The municipal water pumps have stopped, meaning the taps in millions of homes are completely dry.
Spruce Weed Killer's reusable wand lasts up to 5 years. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly.
Hey, up here. It's me, your dry skin. Fully exposed. So I demand CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion. For 24 hours.
This triggers Phase 2, the migration.
And I'm gonna stop it right there. And I'll put the link in the description box. But this is a dope video, man. You know, it just puts your mindset into what's about to happen. All right, and how the mindset, you know, that the people are going to be in, the collapse, and he's also giving wisdom. Because some of these things, hey, we gonna have to use too, like blending in, you know, stuff like that. And that's all through the spirit and power you have about Shemal Shad, using wisdom. And remember, King David played like he was mad, like he was crazy, you know. So they wouldn't kill him. So hey, just imagine the type of things we're gonna have to do. We got to blend in too. All right, that's called using wisdom, and that's all again through the spirit and power you have about Shemal Shad. But if you want to watch this video, you know, you can. I'll put the link in the description box. And stay prayed up in the names of how about Shemal Shad. Shalom.